Welcome to the Ways of God in Arts. This is a podcast where we explore how God reveals Himself through creativity, through art, design, imagination, and purpose. In today's first episode, we are starting at the very beginning, not at the beginning of art, not at the beginning of humans, but at the beginning of creativity itself. Because to truly understand creativity, we must first answer one question. Where did creativity start? 1. Creativity did not start with man. Creativity did not begin with painters. It did not begin with musicians, designers, or storytellers. Creativity did not even begin with humanity. Creativity began with God. The Bible opens with one of the most powerful statements ever written. In Genesis 1 verse 1, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Before there was time, God existed. Before there was tools, materials, or ideas, God created. Creation itself is the first expression of creativity. Light, space, form, texture, color, rhythm, order, beauty. These are not human invention. They are divine ideas. Genesis chapter 1 verse 3 to 4 says, Then God said, Let there be light. And there was light. And God saw the light, that it was good. Notice this. God doesn't just create. He evaluated beauty. He saw that it was good. This is the mindset of an artist. 2. God as the first artist. When you study creation closely, you see intentional design everywhere. Separation of light and darkness. Balance between land and sea. Patterns in the stars. Details in the plants, animals, and the human body. Psalm 19 verse 1 says, The heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament shows His handiwork. The Bible usually calls creation God's handiwork. God is not only a creator. God is a designer, a composer, an architect, and an artist. Creativity is not worldly. Creativity is godly. 3. Humanity was created to create. After creating everything else, God made one final creation, man. Genesis 1 verse 26 to 27 says, Then God said, Let us make man in our image, according to our likeness. So God created man in His own image. This is where creativity becomes personal. Being made in God's image means we reflect who He is. And if God is creative, then creative is part of our spiritual DNA. You create because you were created by a creator. Genesis chapter 2 verse 19 says, Out of the ground the Lord God formed every beast of the field, and brought them to Adam to see what he would call them. God allowed man to participate in creativity, naming, organizing, shaping. Creativity was never meant to be separate from God. It was meant to flow from Him through us. 4. Creativity is more than art. Creativity is not limited to painting or music. Creativity includes problem solving, innovation, teaching, building, storytelling, design, vision. Exodus 35 verse 31 to 32 said that, "And he has filled him with the Spirit of God, in wisdom and understanding, in knowledge and all manner of workmanship, to design artistic works." God fills people with His Spirit for creative work. That means creativity is not just talent, it can be a calling. 5. The fall and the redemption of creativity. When sin entered the world, creativity was affected, but not destroyed. Creativity can be misused, corrupt, or driven by pride. But God never took creativity away from humanity. Instead, He redeems it. Romans 11 verse 29 said, "For gifts and the calling of God are irrevocable." Your creative gift still belongs to God, and when surrendered to Him, creativity becomes worship. Colossians 3 verse 23 says, "And whatever you do, do it heartily, as to the Lord and not to men." Art becomes ministry, design becomes purpose, creativity becomes testimony. Creativity did not start with you, it started with God. You are not just an artist, you are a reflection of the Creator. As you create, remember this: your gift has a source, your talent has a purpose, and your creativity has meaning beyond aesthetics. If this episode blessed you, follow the ways of God in art. Share this episode with a creative friend. Reflect on how God wants to use your creativity. Until next time, keep creating, but most importantly, keep creating with God.